Hi folks, I hope you're well. So, one thing that just struck me that I think is quite relevant is that we are all, each and every one of us, full of good and bad. In most cases, we don't like to admit that about ourselves or about those who we are close to or those who we work with. That's why you get the stupidity of Christmas Eve person saying, yeah, the courts and the papers don't lie. Well, of course they do. Of course they do. Papers, absolutely certainly. Yeah, the papers are accused of lying all the time. But it's that stupid thing that someone would say because they work with the people. They can't believe that these people have good and bad. That they're capable of doing good and bad. And people act shocked when a friend does something bad. Why? Why? We have all, most of us, have come from the world into Christianity or into a belief in God. Whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. We've come from the world into that, so therefore, while we were in the world, we were absolutely jam-packed full of good and bad. Some people a bit more bad, some people a bit more good, but still pretty much, levels, 50-50. Obviously not quite, but near enough. Everyone capable of doing extremely good or extremely bad things. Everyone. That's why they're saying, but for the grace of God go I. So, I was thinking also the other day, talking about good and bad, that the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Okay. What if you only saw good? Would that be okay? If you never saw evil but you only saw good, would that be okay? No. Because you're judging good based upon your own perception of what is good. Like we have now in our society. Our society judges that what is being understood now is good. What was understood 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 400 years ago is bad. So, wasn't good. So, so we have to take down statues and burn books from the people that had views from those times. Because now, what we're saying is good. Yeah. Yeah, now what people are saying isn't good. It's the opposite of God's ways. And so therefore, is it good? No. If you're trying to judge things based upon good and evil, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't say that what's happening now in society is good. Well, come on. Where people are saying that obesity is great if it's a woman, good on her. She's happy with the way she looks. Fantastic. Really? The fact that her heart, her lungs, her legs, her knees, her ankles, her back has to do all that extra work. And if she gets sick, there's a far better chance that she's going to die. Or, especially, as I say, that they say it's good for a woman, not for a man. So I'm focusing more upon a woman here. But it's the same for men. If someone who is obese gets sick, there's a far bigger chance that they're going to die because of it. There's a far higher risk under any operation. If you're obese, that you're going to die because your heart, your lungs, and every other part of your body is having to deal with that obesity all the time. So it's knackered compared to most people's. But that's good. That's something we should celebrate if the person who is obese is a woman. Really? Is that supposed to be good? Are we saying that's good? Okay. Is it good to have that system, which is certainly for about a year, at least a year, if not 2 years, it ran free, encouraging little boys to become little girls. Because now we can do it. Yeah, and that's the point. Now we can do it. In the past, we had tomboys. Or we had lesbians who were young and gay, homosexual boys, homosexual girls who were young and gravitated towards the opposite sex. Now, they try and do these operations to change their gender. They say it ran free. Was that good? No. No, it was evil. Absolutely evil. I mean, the whole point that, and again, a lot of stories were sensationalised. Yes, that's true. That would be very, very true. We have to look at these things with understanding. But the whole point that any father at all could be imprisoned because he's standing up against the doctors and saying they should be properly testing this and properly questioning this because the doctors have actually put his daughter on drugs to turn his daughter into his son. And his daughter was only about 15, so way too young. Because again, sorry, if you're saying that his daughter couldn't vote, couldn't drink, couldn't smoke, couldn't have sex, couldn't do this and that and this and that and this, but they can decide whether they're supposed to be a boy or a girl. They can't decide any of these other things, but they can decide that. By that age, come on. Yeah, if you've been hit by idiot wand, then maybe you think that's a good idea. Maybe you think that actually, yeah, that's true. But you have to be hit by idiot wand to be thinking that that's the case. And the left wing has had idiot wand that they've been whacking people with. So, but that's why, and I'll conclude with this, if you're a son, you're not supposed to judge whether something is good or evil. Because it doesn't matter, even if you're judging from God's view, if you're judging in a way of condemning, if you're judging as a way of pointing at someone's sin, then no. We're not supposed to do that. What we are supposed to do is point out and say that these things are sins. Well, these things, they're not necessarily sins, but they're against God's way. They're of the world's way, which means of the devil's way, so therefore they're going to lead you down a bad path doing those. Right, that's right, say that. Is it right to say that doing such things will have incredibly serious consequences? Yes. Of course. Put it this way, is judging someone, is that sinful? Not really. No. You're giving your opinion on a situation. Is that sinful? No. It can be. If you're publicly judging someone as guilty when you know they're not, and you're doing it to put them down and lift yourself up, then that's sinful, yes. So it depends upon motive, obviously. But all areas of judging potentially could lead you to an eternity in hell. All areas. So is it right to point that out? Yeah. Is that judging good according to bad? No. No. Because those who think they're good, judge. Those who think they're bad, judge. Doesn't matter. It's something that people need to understand and stop for their own benefits. So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.